Okay, let's see, are we on? I think we're on, perfect. Okay, so let's see. Stretch 1, 2, 3. All right, so today what I was thinking about doing was doing a Fantrax League. It's a different type of, another type of fantasy hockey league. Supposedly it's better than Yahoo and ESPN. I have one league that's on it right now. I don't think it's that much better, but we'll take a look at it. We'll look into a draft room in a second. But it's a slightly different way of doing it. As you can see, I have some of my favorite guys here, yada, yada, yada. And it looks, first you see centers, wingers, wingers, but for different places, they change different settings. So then you have minors. So this one's a keepers league. So it's going to have slightly different things going on. We're doing the keepers draft right now, but that's for a different time. Hold on. Show me this one. So let's hop into the draft room here. We're going to ignore that some people don't know how to name their drafts. And this is how any draft room is going to look like before a draft happens. So in this league, there are going to be 5 forwards, 3 defensemen, 2 goalies, and 6 reserve slots. You can look at the rankings, you can look at fantasy points per game, average draft position here. Here's a chat if you need it, the queue, the roster. Sure, you can give me notifications. So here you're going to see different order. You can sort by team, projected, year to date for different seasons. You can look for specific players. You can actually sort for rookies, which is cool. So there's a couple over here. I don't see like the most obvious ones like Celebrini, but you know. And now the thing about fantasy on Fantrax, at least in these rankings, is that they wildly overvalue goalies. So as we saw yesterday with ESPN where they wildly undervalue goalies, and Yahoo where it's somewhat in the middle, these guys wildly overvalue goalies. They have Hellebuck and Bob as 2 and 3. They have Demko. They have Shesterkin. For some reason, they have Lindgren over Saros, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Ingram, so on and so forth. Draisaitl's at 17, which is insane. Bennington and Jari are at 19, 21, which is also insane. Talbot, yeah. So, and you're going to notice that even the fantasy points here don't make sense. So if I sort by fantasy points per game, you're going to see a couple people who were, you know, single players. Then McDavid is up top. McKinnon, Shesterkin, Kucherov, these type of players. You sort by solely fantasy points, and you have what I think is a better ranking. McDavid, McKinnon, Pasternak, Matthews. You go down here, you get the Kachuk area, Jack Hughes, Miller, Marner, and it goes on and on. So you can sort by fantasy points, or you can sort by points per game, and you can look at the average draft position. And we'll be starting in about 30 seconds. So, before I ramble on too far, can you all hear me okay? Like the stream looks okay. I think, okay, there we go. Stream looks okay. I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, all good, sweet, perfect. So if you missed last night's stream, sounds good to me? Perfect. If you missed last night's stream, it should be up on the channel. Wow, I sound like I'm an established YouTuber. If you missed last night's stream, it's up on the channel. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff that we did over there, and today I want to cover some different things. So I want to do the Fantrax League, as I said, probably check in on our Yahoo League, and then I want to set up a fake Bruiser League so we can do a mock draft or 2 on that one, and I can show you how it looks significantly different, the rankings there, which is also why you need to know how to set up your auto queue and how to set up your mock draft ahead of time. So here, as you can see, the player, you can add straight add or just add to queue. So if I add David to the queue, he goes over here. You can sort by positions, you can sort by players, you can sort by whatever you want. So I'm gonna just put a couple guys on here so I don't forget about them. As I mentioned yesterday, I think half these goalies are wildly overrated. Mrazek should not be going ahead of Spashinaho in any normal draft. Vasi down there is insane. Makar at 40 is insane. Jack at 49 is insane. A lot of these rankings don't make sense to me, but again, I don't fully know what the drafting, there goes Hellebuck, what the point system is here. What? Hold on. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Available watch list. So there are tutorials here. You can look at the entire board if that's of interest. Settings. You can draft order of fantasy points, active slots, yada yada. Not important here. You can, interestingly, you can move this stuff, supposedly. So if I swap it with, let's say, A, I can do that and have the roster up here. I'll probably do this. Because this will be easier for me to see what's going on. And then here I have this, and this isn't as important because I have the entire draft board up here. And I can move this up or down. It's a very interesting program, I think, compared to some other ones. So a lot of these people are not online, so they're gonna hit auto drafts once we get going. So it's gonna start going really fast. So this is around the time when you're sitting here in rank 9. This is where I look for my Celebrinis. Mac Celebrini? Really? Okay. Or, you know, Matt Jobs, that type of player, and I put them in my queue now. And that way later on in draft, once it starts getting into where people stop knowing what to do, I have everything set up already. So there are always like players I like to have, like Drouin, I think is an interesting pickup. So there are always players I like to have, so I put them in the queue, and eventually later in the draft I can pick them up. It's already like 158, make it insane. Yeah, some of these, again, different rankings, different places. Some of them are insane. Timo at 141 is absolutely nuts. Should not be said, you're not drafting Egyptian. And there goes McDavid. So I sort. Sometimes I'll even put a couple people in the queue just because when they go off, I can see it more easily. Which is an interesting little thing, because when somebody gets taken off your queue, it makes a different noise. So if I'm debating between, let's say, Matthews and Draisaitl for my pick, and I put both of them in the queue and I hear that noise, then I know one of them's gone. Oh boy, am I gonna be the only person drafting here? All right, let's go Matthews. So again, here, since there's forwards, defense, goalies, there's no left, right wing, center difference here. You can stock up on centers. When you have a league where they differentiate, you tend to see that centers are undervalued and premier wingers are overvalued because there are fewer of them in the sport, and because most centers tend to classify into winger anyway. Not most, but a significant amount. So when you see that symbol here, auto draft, so they're all just going to start running. Hyman's good value is 63. The thing about Fantrax is that on Fantrax, as opposed to other drafting places, there is an insane run on goalies, like absolutely insane. So if you don't draft goalie, your top goalie in like round 1 or 2, and you don't draft your second goalie by like round 5, you might be in trouble. So that being said, let me just mark some goalies I'm interested in. I don't know if Soros makes it back. I don't like Bennington. Markstrom's a good pick. Here's a good pick. Otter's a good pick. Would be Leary on Ullmark. I think he's more of a goalie 2 than a goalie 1, simply because he's on the Sens. Vasi is also a goalie 2 instead of a goalie 1. Swayman, he doesn't even have a contract yet. When he does, and he will, it'll be good and it'll be fine. But I wouldn't be drafting him in front of like Ottinger or Saros until that's sorted out. All right, let's see. I think my volume's on my phone. Okay. So once this guy auto picks, it will start going real fast. So again, timer is important on these things. 30 is often very fast. I like 60. 60 I think is a good amount of time. More than 90 is usually too much. Damn it, there is Saros. I need to pick a goalie here. I don't like Luukkonen. Luukkonen is he's good, but he's on Buffalo. Ingram, I think, is more of a goalie 2. Bennington, Jari are, no. So I think, Dak is forward is here. I call him Dak. Why do I call him Dak? Let's see if I can pick Markstrom as a goalie 2 position. Is there anybody here that I really want? Well, he just took fucking Draisaitl, which was my only other choice. So, position. Okay, that's weird. Anyway. I think here I'll go with Otter. I think Surgeon has question marks in front of him. Markstrom's very good, but I don't think it's going to go so fast. Sanger is also very good. And of course, similar, both Sorokin very good. There's question marks in front of him. The next one is the second goaltender. Do you see what I mean with the goaltenders in these leagues? It's insane. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alright, give me Markstrom. And that's it for goalies. I'm not drafting any more of you people. Once again, Aiden Hill is underrated. Once again here, Joseph is underrated. Those two would be good later round picks, I think. But I don't care right now because everybody is drafting 16 goalies. Why is this thing? Now let's go. Let's pick some forwards. So on rank, whoever I pick, I'm not going to get. I think I have to go Jack here. Like, I don't think there's anybody else in that same tier of player. I'll try to pick a defenseman on my next one. Yeah, I got my goalies, I got my forwards. So let me sort by D. Fox I like. Serge is good, he's on the Utah. Hedman I always like. Dahlin is severely underrated, 107. Lazan is very good for bruiser leagues. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, I got IQ. So let's take Foxy. Clean. And let me check some forwards here. So Hyman will come back. Swaggy's good. I like Swaggy. Slavkov, good year. Trocheck is very good around. He was very good on my teams last year. Besser here is underrated again. Mark's underrated. Whoa, I Caulfield's good, but like, if it's Marner or Caulfield, I think it's very clear which one you take. Eric's neck is very good as well. Come on, dude, make a pick. I'll pick up a forward here. Give me... I'll take Eichel. On the way back, I think I'm going to see if I can get... Yeah, I'll wait until round 8 for a second defenseman. And then probably like in round 12 and 14 pick my other ones. Here goes Trocheck. Dang it. You can also sort the queue. So I'll often do is like players I want at the top and players who I want to hold on to later in the queue. I'll take Erickson Ek here. I think it's always like some players I really like and I'll pick in leagues. And then there are players who I only pick in certain occasions. Like Erickson Ek is definitely one of those players that I like to have on my team. So I pick him fairly often. Lafreniere is a player I really like for this year as well. Alright, give me Douglas. So on my reserves, I have 6 spots available for any player I want. So I'm probably going to take 1 goalie, 1 defenseman, or maybe 2, and the rest will be forwards. My this underrated pick that I always like to take. Lehkonen, another underrated pick I like. Sipikov is a very interesting one. He's a Russian UFA who came over. Actually, give me Roar. The news is huge, but not right now. Sipikov came over this year from the KHL, signed by the Isles. He could be very good. He could be very not good. It's uncertain right now, so we'll see what happens there. Oh, Dostal is one of my favorite late round goalie streamer picks. Give me... Oh, Schitzel's still here? Yeah, that's good value. I'll take that. But yeah, Dostal is one of my favorite, like, streamer, not streamer goalies, but like sleeper goalies. So in many leagues, we have a team of like, there's that run on again. Motherfucker. When you have a bunch of late round like ESPN leagues, I think you draft 22 players total. So in like rounds 19 through 22 are usually your flyer picks. So I usually like to use one of those on a goalie like Dostal, who has immense upside, who I can shoot in on certain nights, and who is very solid. I'll take a now. And I need to get defenseman. I need to get a defenseman. I need to get a goalie. Okay, so let's focus on that. Why is my queue only forwards? McNabb is very good in bruiser leagues. Harley I really like. Depends if he gets power play one time. Hopefully he does. Vince Dunn, I think a lot of people are fading him a lot because of, I'll take Jersey here, actually. Yeah, because of Montour, who seems to be going to be taking power play. I'm not so sold on that, but that's something to keep in mind. Sanheim is also very good for. He did me very well last year. Forsling is he's always undervalued. Give me Harley. And I need a goalie, and I will see who yeah, see, Joseph will be here for some goddamn reason. So I'll be taking him. And then I'll just grab a random guy here to finish off the rounds. Nice, I like, is a very good late round option. Lafreniere should not be still around. Summary upside Duran if he's playing next to Jetsol. Still in the cannon, he'll be good. Lekanen underrated Byfield could have a great year. Mercer, I just like him. I just think he's neat. All right, give me Celebrini. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. And that is a fantastic draft. Click right. And there it is. So here you'll see that the different positions are with different colors. So goalie is obviously yellow, defenseman is purple, I forgot the name of that color. Centers are in orange and wingers are in red and blue. I don't remember which one's which. Right now, I think red is right winger and blue is left winger, but I'm not completely certain. I never remember what wingers are which anyway. It could be the other way around. Yeah, sorry, blue's right wing and that's left wing. I should remember because I always remember Matthew's left winger. Yeah, but that is basically how to draft in Fantrax. So the main thing you do have to remember here is that Fantrax wildly overvalues goaltenders, especially goaltenders that are not going to be that good. So you have to remember to keep that in mind when you're drafting. All right, so now let's talk Bruiser Leagues. Because I can join these room drafting soon, etc., etc. I can practice with specific settings here, but what I want to do is I want to practice with a Bruiser League setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a league for right now. It's going to be a Bruiser League, and we're going to try to, come on, more. Give me it. Okay, there we go. So again, you can do Roto, H2H's, season points. I usually prefer H2H points. So we're just going to start a fake league. And let's mess with the settings. So in Bruiser Leagues, you're going to see that generally you're going to have, power play, showing line goals, but the most important things is usually hits are worth a lot more, and hits, blocks, penalty minutes are worth a lot more. So let me see, Bruiser League settings. Fancy hockey. I'm just going to steal someone's because we had one last year, but they didn't start. They didn't do it. So blah, blah, blah. I'm really saying example fancy hockey. No. That's annoying. That's very annoying. It's not showing me anything, but let's see. Banger Leagues. Okay, so it's called a Banger League, not Bruce League. Damn it. See, look at me go. Banger League, Fantasy, Hockey, Settings. So generally, Banger League is a league that rewards guys that hit and or get penalty minutes. So when we did this last year, we had hits like it was some crazy number. I don't fully remember it. Let me see if I can. No, because they shut down the league because we didn't like it. It was like penalty minutes was 1, which was insane. Then hits was like 0.5, and blocks was like 1, or maybe hits was 0.25. Yeah, I think so. And then shots and goals, like, and then the rest of it was like weird too. So we'll put this in because I think this is how it went. It was like 3 points per hat trick or something crazy. I think shots on goals also 0.25. And yeah, goals were like 3, assists were like 2. So again, this is all very interesting because, and then the other weird thing they did in that league was that the goals against was -1. So basically any goalie you had could win a game, no problem. So let's do that. Did save. Goals were like 3, assists were like 2, I think. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Is this set up the way I want it to be? Yeah, I guess it's close enough. So if I try a mock draft on this, you'll see that the rankings get significantly changed. Let's practice a draft here. 1 to 10, give me, I'll actually do 1 because I want to show you guys the difference in the rankings here. No, allow pop-ups here. Thank you. So as you can see, king of Banger League is Brady Tkachuk. The high goals, decently good goals, assists, high penalty minutes, high hits, decent blocks, high shots on goal. In a Banger League, it depends on which one you're doing, but generally you do draft Brady Tkachuk first overall. It's just a fact. And then you see other high hit block players like Trouba, Sider, Darlene go very high in these ones as well. These guys are drafting off of random, regular draft things, not actually the fantasy points. Which is, again, where you get a leg up on people, because you draft the players they don't take. So I can pause this, like it says, like 60 seconds. This IMD League Manager. Got the protected. You can start queuing again. So you see Good is very good in bangers. Give me Cider. Where's the song, by the way? He's not even, that's weird. He's very good in banger leagues. Yeah, 344 fantasy points in this league is basically in this territory. So he'd be like top 50 territory. McNabb again, banger leagues. I'll take you. I don't like Darnell Nurse. So I'll just take the time to take. And most of these people are defensemen. Why? Should be fairly obvious. Defensemen have a lot more hits, a lot more blocks, and therefore they tend to do a lot more damage in a banger league. Especially the guys with positive Halley modes. I'll take 3 top goaltenders. Screw it and screw you. And I need to start drafting forwards. So you see very few exceptions. The forwards here are not actually highly talented. Or, sorry, they're obviously highly talented in NHL, but not as highly talented. So let's start drafting some forwards here. Give me Wilson. That's why I don't like the swing around. Avoid Vander Kane because he's hurt. The swing around is annoying because it you have to draft 2 people at once. Damn. Neat thing about fantasy and banger leagues is you end up with people who players who should not, like, yeah. Okay, hold on. Where are my forwards? Like, nobody is drafting these people this high in a regular league, but again, with the high penalty minutes, high hits, high blocks, you get these players doing very, very well. Instead of, like, actual players who play hockey well. But I think at this point it's not difficult to understand what I'm talking about here, like the differences between leagues like this and other ones. Okay. I'll probably pick up 1 more forward and then 2 more defensemen. Dylan is also very good picking bangers, by the way. Very solid on hit block categories. Damn it, I want never. There goes Jeff Glass again. Finish it off. So yeah, this isn't a team that's going to win any normal league, but since the penalty minute hit block thing is so highly valued, these guys do really, really well. But that's beside the point. Let's do one or two more mocks in here. Okay, head-to-head points mock. Sweet. Let's do it. Okay, sweet. I'm in team 8. And I will be deleting this league in a second. Bruce League. Yes. Delete it. Delete it. Okay. As you see, I have a ton of teams going on. We have a minute and a half. You can actually look at the pre-draft rankings. So if you know you won't show up to a draft, there's an area here where you can actually set your rankings. You can exclude certain players. So I could do this and he is gone. So that would be good if you don't want to draft, for example, like a Provorov or D'Angelo. You can import draft lists from our teams. You can exclude like unhealthy players. You can also set your auto pick strategy. So you can set best available or like a specific player. So if you know you want to have a goalie before round 8, you choose the best available goalie here. Positions, so you can have minimum, maximum. And then when you get into the real thing, you can actually set, you can also set the rankings. So I can set like, I put like David on top here. So he's the number 1 guy I want. The only problem with rankings like this, doing this before draft and saving it, why you actually want to be at the draft is because you don't know how draft's going to go. And you don't know who's going to go where, who's going to be placed where, and how it's going to happen. So even if you can set an extensive auto pick line, you probably want to be doing this in reality. Okay, we'll be good. We have a couple people here. This will be fast, especially around our slot, but let's go. So I set Connor McDavid, I think, on top of the list here, and that should be reflected when I go into the, yeah, see, right there. So there's default rankings, and then there's my rankings. So this is also very useful. I'm running with a bunch of auto picks, so we'll watch how these guys go. We'll watch what the auto picks do. If I'm in slot 8, I'm aiming for Draisaitl. That should be probably self-explanatory. What the heck? We'll see how long 17 keys. We're already on mock draft 3, and I need to do a couple more things tonight before I go to sleep. Plus, apparently early in the morning tomorrow, season tickets are being released, so I should stay up for that. Not stay up, get up for that. So I'll probably be streaming only for like an hour today, but we'll see what happens. So, and then next weekend, make around, okay. Next weekend, I'll probably do some more streaming. Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, depends on my schedule, but maybe we can look into like Roto leagues and stuff like that. I don't really know how those goes too well, but we'll take a look. Okay. So I said aiming Drexel here. Obviously, pick here is Kucherov. He's like a top 8 pick. Definitely top 5. Okay. Here I can go for a couple options. I like Hughes. He won't come back. Kaprizov. I prefer Kachuk over Kaprizov, personally. I think he's a little bit more useful in a sense. And I think he had a bad year last year because he started off the year still injured. So I think he'll have a great year this year. I think he'll do better than Kaprizov. So pick 28, I might be able to get Zach Hyman. That would be great. That would be a great pick. That would be who I want. Or Reinhardt. Those are like my 2 favorite picks in this area. I think Verhey he's good, but I don't think he's as good as Reinhardt. But Toronto I don't like as much. And Gensel is good, but he's I prefer Reinhardt over Gensel. All right, keep going. Noah Thompson, damn. And I'm keeping an eye out, and I don't see any goalies going yet. So I'm still good to start picking forwards. Oh, actually, there's Hellebuck. I don't like to be the first person to pick a goalie. Usually the first goalie that picked is Hellebuck, and I think he's the best goalie. So I wouldn't be like saying you can't pick him. Oh shit! I can get Jack. Sweet. Thank you. And hopefully I get Reinhardt on the runaround. Give me Reinhardt. Yes, give me Reinhardt. Woo! Hooray! Perfect. So as I was saying, I like Hellebuck. I think he's the best goaltender for sure. I still don't like to be the person that starts a charge, especially in the early rounds when there's still elite talent going off the board. In forward, usually. So you can see the first defense by starting to go. So I like Hamilton. Hamilton's great. His use will be very strongly based off of power play time. So I'm going to cue Quinn, I like, but he doesn't hit blockers much, so he's not as consistent. Weaker Fox, Cider. Morrissey, I don't like as much, simply because he's always fucked me over in fantasy. Just being honest there. Keep the defenseman, checking out positions. Like every time I'd want Morrissey to have a good night, he'd pull up a 0.1 points. And every time I would be winning by like 50 points, that's when he would choose to show up. Like, really, dude? Alright. So I have like 5 picks between me and the next pick. I can definitely get Dougie on the wraparound. So I'm going to go Joel Larsenek. I love Joel Larsenek. He's always served me well. He's been in so many of my leagues. Fucking stud. Alright. So I can go for Hedman or Hamilton or Weegar or Fox here. That's definitely what I'm going to do. I want one of those 4. I think Fox is the highest upside, so I'm going to take him. like Hedman's great, but Tampa might be finally coming back down to earth. Oh, there goes Shisterkin. Okay, so I need to take a look at goalies now. So I'll queue up Vasi, I'll queue up Saras. Actually, the interesting thing about this is, okay, I'll keep Saras. I don't like Vasi that much. Omar, Bob. Bob is underrated. Yurio will be fine. And then there's always like the Skinner area that isn't rated here for some goddamn reason, but should be. Okay, good 7 picks. So in the 7 pick area, I can go for Stutzel. I can go for Jesper Bratt. Zerland had a really great year last year. Like, he wasn't being drafted a lot, and he had a really great year last year. I like him a lot. I like his game a lot. I think he's a great pick. Would I be picking him at 64? I don't know. But if he drops a little bit, he's a great pick. Come on. I'll probably take Bratter here, but we'll see. Yeah. So I can get Keisher or Brat here, and I like Brat's upside more. Keisher's so solid though. And since I have the Hughes Brat thing, I'll stack onto it and add Timo. And I need to think about the defenseman now. Okay. So again, Matheson, I'm not that high on. I think at pick 88 he'd be fine, but so Heiskanen, definitely keep him in your sights. Sergachev could be very good. Luke Hughes is being underrated, I think, especially because they're probably going to give him power play 1 time. Do I agree with that? Don't ask me. Riley, if he quarterbacks power play 1. Again, I say a lot of things like if he does this, if he does that. A lot of these picks will become a lot clearer as we get closer to training camp, and we see who's being put in what position. Gurley's underrated. I like him. I like him a lot. Romanov is also very good in hit block category. Really, any Islanders defenseman is good. Montour. Okay, as I was saying, Montour I would be wary of. He had a very good time in Florida. I don't know if he's gonna have such a good time in Seattle. The system is a lot different there. All right, I'm gonna try to get a goalie here. I need to get a goalie here. So there are so many good goalies still left, so I'm just gonna queue a bunch of them. So that means I can wait a little bit longer. Because like I'd be fine with any of these guys. Again, I don't draft Demko. In the later rounds, I think he's a very good pick. I think he's gonna be good, but the problem is he's just such an injury risk. Like I wouldn't be drafting him as my 1 spot goalie. It's just too risky. All right, 5 picks. So I need to figure out how to hit up Roman. I'll figure it out in a minute. Okay. I'll take Lafreniere here. So I like Sharangovich, I like Giroux. Like, Giroux's always been great for me. Hagel I like. Therapy is being overrated. Okay. So I need goalies, I need defensemen. Show me the D. I'll take Lucas. It's a good spot for him, and I'll take Harley in a second. There goes Skinner. Draft your goalies here. I'll take Otter, and down the wraparound I'll take Bob, which is insane value for these goalies. They should not be going here. Give Bobrovsky. Now the third one I'll probably try to get any of these guys is fine. Get one or two extra defensemen and fill up with forwards. Robert Thomas never done me wrong. Line could have a really good year. I'd be take him as a late round flyer. Landeskog is like an interesting category where I would definitely draft him in a late round because they can put him on the IR, pick someone up and free agency, and when he comes back, you can activate him. It's an interesting guy, but he's an interesting pick. It depends like how long you think he's going to be around. Okay, give me forward. And then give me Carlson. I like Carlson. Damn it. Okay. Give me Tolvanen then. Also a fun pick. Okay. One defenseman. One goalie. Or I could take two defensemen, really. Doesn't matter too much. Take goalie on the wraparound. Pick up their goalie, pick up a defenseman. And pick up goalie next round. And I'll be very happy. goes Noisy. Okay, perfect. I'm taking Mushroom here. I can pick up Hill in the last round. I don't think I want to because I have 3 really strong goaltenders here. So I'll spread them off. Show me all positions. I'll take Miller. Yeah. I usually like to take a lot more forwards because I can sub them out more. This draft turned out where I got a lot more defensemen. So eventually I could end up trading more to these guys for different forwards I like. There goes our good friend Jeff Glass. And that's the end of this draft. Sweet. So again, we're stacking players. Chuck Reinhardt, Devils, we got some good Ranger action going on. The thing is also that you don't want to overdraft from specific teams. I think I mentioned this before, because then you have off nights. So different off nights, then you have different issues going on, and you want to make sure you have players playing every single night. Jeff Glass. Jeff Glass. Good old Jeff Glass. Love that man. I think that's just going to become a meme now, just Jeff Glass. I think that's that. I need to go. I mean, I don't need to go, but I really need to get my books for law school because I still haven't bought them yet, and I've been postponing it for like weeks now. So I should go do that, and someone needs to bully me into doing that. But just quick note on Dynasty stuff before we dip. We'll do some more maybe next week. We'll see. I definitely want to do more drafts with real people. I should be doing a couple of drafts like in the next few weeks, and maybe I'll stream them while I do them. We'll see. But for Dynasty stuff, so what Dynasty and Keeper is Keeper is you keep some players from year to year. So it's usually you get to keep like 3 to 5 players, or it's like a thing where you have different point values. So let's say you have 10 points, you can spend all 10 points to save McDavid, or you can spend like 10 points to save different guys. I will go buy my books in a minute, who are 1 point each, versus Dynasties where you keep all of your guys from year to year. So the Fantrax League I'm running here is going to be a Dynasty League. My votes. Yes, I did pick up Alexander Holtz. Thank you for asking. And we're doing a draft right now for the 2024 guys. So I'll be adding up. Yeah, so I'll be adding a couple of fun guys later. So I think I have Jacob Fowler in that draft. I think I've got Zeke Bouillon, I don't know how to say that name, in that draft. So I'll be having a couple of extra fun guys I'll keep in the minors. So you can take a look when you see the roster here that there's reserve spots and then there's minor spots. So I'm going to be filling up a bunch of spots here soon. And so again, here it's already showing you some of the players and when they're playing. So I can swap, let's say oh, that's trade. This is drop. How do I swap you? That way. So I can swap, for example, Bennett out for Hurdle, stuff like that. Draisaitl is obviously my first round pick here, but he classifies into winger as well, so I put him as a winger because I have way too many centers on my team. Centers usually do better. So when you look at the players, leave. Reset. Leave. Come on. So yeah, I should be adding these people. I can't be adding these people yet because of the fantasy draft, second draft we're doing in person. So you can see the rank overall. Where is the percentage roster? Yeah. So you can see percentage who have them. So I should add Gustafson. That's a good thing for me to remember because, Gustafson might be running the power play in Detroit. So he's a good late round pick because of that. Yeah. there's an area here. This is why a lot of people like this place. There's an area here that I can't find right now, but was on my phone at least, where you can look at rookies, for example. It's only showing these guys for some reason. There are definitely more. Yeah. But you can look at a bunch of different like players who haven't joined yet. It's like Higgins, maybe? Is he in here? Yeah, so he's being drafted next year, for example, and he's already being rostered in certain places. Or there's players like William, who I picked in my other draft, 71% rostered. Again, these are all, it's a lot of prospect stuff. Yep, I gotta go as well, so it's gonna be fun. I'll see you guys soon though. But yeah, for Dynasty and Keeper, it's different. So a lot of time you want to be prioritizing your younger stars. So like Jack Hughes type area, Bedard, yada yada yada. Where's Mitchkov? Do they start? Why? Yeah, Robertson, Bedard, and just makes it number 12. Draisaitl's younger, but not younger, not that much younger, older. But yeah, this is silly. Swayman, Wallstedt is a very good prospect, so if you're in a league like that, yeah, Dynasty rankings. Pedersen number 2 is fucking bullshit. I'm just saying it outright. He should not be number 2. Where the fuck is McKenna? That's bullshit. You see what I mean? I guess maybe because he's like a year or two younger. No idea. But a lot of times you will be prioritizing younger players in drafts. Why is Carter Hart on this list? Fuck him. He looks like a weird guy. But yeah. So generally that's the idea. That's why you want to keep an eye on your prospects. You want to keep an eye on your drafts, especially for things like that. All right. So it's been about an hour. I think we've done a couple of fun drafts. I need to go buy books, so I think I'm going to call it on that, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully at the end of the next week. So, bye.